Superfood Evolution presents Benefits of Juice Fasting using fresh pressed fruits and vegetables. Juice fasting is a cleansing technique largely popularized in the mid-1930s by Dr. Norman Walker, one of the first pioneers in the arena of vegetable juicing, author of the book entitled Fresh Vegetable and Fruit Juices and inventor of the Norwalk juicer. Presently becoming an accepted modern-day cleansing and detoxification technique, juice fasting basically involves the abstinence from eating solid foods for a number of days in a row, adhering to a diet of freshly pressed fruit and vegetable juice. Many health experts agree that fasting on liquid juice is one of the most basic and effective dietary regimes you can adhere to when feeling off balance, sick, constipated, fatigued, or stressed. It is often valued as one of the top ways to normalize digestive functions as well as renew and repair other bodily systems that are blocked up as a consequence. Periodic fasting is one of the oldest methods for alleviating many physical aches, pains, and various health conditions. Benefits can be achieved by drinking juices for breakfast or between meals throughout the day, but deeper cleansing is known to occur when juices, particularly those low in sugar and high in chlorophyll content, are consumed exclusively for a period of time. With extended juice fasting, the liver, kidneys, and colon are further able to process toxins and undigested waste material that can overload normal human biological functions. Because drinking fresh pressed juice still engages the digestive system, offering a supply of nutrients to the body, most people feel quite energized when consuming nothing but raw juice for many days in a row. Aside from arduous physical activity, the average person is usually able to perform normal everyday life activities, especially once potential detox reactions pass. While intermittent juice fasting, anywhere from 1 day to several weeks, can be a beneficial way to rejuvenate the body and restore health, it is not recommended for growing children and pregnant or nursing mothers. We also highly advise consulting your healthcare provider before undertaking a fast if you are taking prescription drugs, are diabetic, or have a serious health condition. What is detoxification? As long as we are living with a functioning liver, colon, and kidneys, the body is always in some state of detox, filtering out wastes and toxins. This is what these organs are designed to do. However, an accumulation of toxic substances can occur over time from unhealthy lifestyle habits, dietary excess, and/or environmental pollutants we are all invariably exposed to on a daily basis. This toxic waste buildup can impair health and create a chronic condition of low to high-grade toxemia that can cause disease and a variety of health-related issues. Juice fasting helps to support the efficiency of these aforementioned cleansing organ systems. Detoxification is a branch of alternative medicine that believes that when certain foods are eliminated from the diet, the body is more effectively able to pull out stored pollutants from the cells and tissues. The process of detoxification also involves a phenomenon known in physics as diffusion. This process is accurately described in an article published by the Tree of Life Rejuvenation Center. If we lessen the amount of toxins in the blood through dietary change, fasting, and other processes, the law of diffusion tells us that the toxins concentrated in the cells begin to flow back into the extracellular fluid. Toxins are diffused into the bloodstream and then go to the liver, kidneys, gastrointestinal tract, lymph, and skin systems, where they are eliminated. Juice fasting is still regarded as a controversial subject, not yet entirely researched and supported by most of the mainstream medical community. Yet all one need do is attempt it for 1 to 3 days and the process becomes quite clear and evident. Fasting works with the body's natural biological flow and helps to facilitate health and healing when given the opportunity to do so. In the words of health practitioner Paul Bragg, our bodies have a natural self-cleansing for maintaining a clean, healthy body and our river of life, our blood. It's essential we keep our entire bodily machinery from head to toes healthy and in good working order, so nothing breaks down. Fasting is the best detoxifying method. It's also the most effective and safest way to increase elimination of waste buildups and enhance the body's miraculous self-healing and self-repairing process that keeps you healthy and youthful. In a 2015 article entitled Fasting, Molecular Mechanisms and Clinical Applications, evidence reveals that intermittent or periodic fasting in humans helps reduce obesity, hypertension, asthma, and rheumatoid arthritis. In the review, it also states that fasting has the potential to delay aging and help prevent and treat diseases while minimizing the side effects caused by chronic dietary interventions. Although we believe that juice fasting is not necessarily going to heal and eliminate all health issues, it can be a good place to start by helping to improve digestive capacity as well as encourage a health-promoting diet and lifestyle. What are detox symptoms? Many times when juice fasting, people experience detox reactions like headaches, nausea, irritability, lethargy, food cravings, or skin eruptions. These are usually all indications that the fast is indeed working to get rid of toxic buildup in the body. This is often referred to as a healing crisis. It is important to understand that this is commonly part of the detoxification process, and that symptoms normally pass quickly, frequently leaving you feeling way better than you did before the detox episode. The reason this is known to occur is because the only way for poisons, heavy metals, plastic residues, waste material, etc. to leave the tissues is through the bloodstream and then out of any one of the elimination channels. These contaminants are in the blood temporarily before they exit the body, but while they are moving through the bloodstream, you might not feel so great and may experience intense food cravings. You will notice that after 1 to 3 days of a juice fast, it definitely becomes easier as potential cravings dissipate, toxins are released from the blood, and you feel nutritionally satisfied and energetic. Many people at this phase have no problem maintaining their routine life when drinking only juice throughout the day. You will most likely experience very clear thinking and become naturally inspired about your life. Some doctors practicing nutritional medicine describe the detox phase as such. Fasting creates a condition of low concentration of toxic wastes in the circulatory system. This is sensed by the plasma membrane of each cell, and each cell will then let go of its load of toxic wastes. When this happens suddenly, as it does with fasting, the result can be a sudden case of mild systemic toxemia as the system cleanses itself. Those who fast must be prepared for a phase of headache, irritability, insomnia, and fatigue. This is a natural part of the healing process and should be welcomed. Detox reactions can occur to a much larger degree when undertaking a water fast, which we highly recommend only under medical supervision. Juice fasting is a much gentler approach because the digestive process is still somewhat engaged as a concentrated influx of nutrients are constantly being provided. Assisting the detox process. During the fasting process, as we discussed, the body is cleansing itself on a cellular level, dissipating large pockets of clustered proteins and toxic debris into the bloodstream. It can therefore be considerably important at this time to help facilitate the evacuation of these waste products via the excretory organs, primarily the large intestine, the kidneys, the bladder, the lungs, and the sweat glands. This can be achieved by the use of enemas, colon hydrotherapy, drinking plenty of water, and getting rest when you feel you need it. In addition, a daily practice of skin brushing, sauna sweating, abdominal massage, and deep breathing exercises can be extremely beneficial during this time. There are also some supplements that can help to speed up detoxification, especially after the refeeding process. This may include zeolite, aloe vera gel, milk thistle, dandelion root tea, and chlorella. A product created by Health Force Nutritionals called Intestinal Drawing Formula may also be of benefit. Types of juice to drink on a juice fast. The only varieties of juice we advise drinking on a juice fast are freshly pressed, raw, preferably organic, fruits and vegetables pressed through a juicer. Juices tend to lose their nutrient content and oxidize soon after the juicing process, especially if kept out at room temperature, so it's best to make them right before consumption. The second best option for those on a busy schedule is to keep them in a glass airtight container kept cold or frozen to preserve nutritional value. We discourage the use of commercially made juices packaged and processed to maintain a longer shelf life. For those who find preparing their own juices inconvenient, quality juice bars are also an excellent alternative for meeting your needs and requirements. The only juices we recommend consuming for juice fasting are green juices or those made with mostly low-sugar fruits and chlorophyll-rich green leafy vegetables, with the occasional citrus juice or other sweet fruit added in, but in diluted amounts. We discourage drinking concentrated fruit juices as they are generally too high in sugar content. For those looking to avoid excessive intake of cruciferous green varieties, other options may include dandelion greens, chicory, gotu-kola, escarole, moringa, amaranth, radicchio, purslane, lovage, lamb's quarters, and roselle greens. Generally, you will find the fruits and vegetables that appeal to you the most are usually the ones most appropriate to incorporate. The top list of juicing produce often includes celery, cucumber, carrot, green and purple cabbages, green apple, beet, lemon, lime, and assorted greens like cilantro, kale, dandelion, bok choy, parsley, and collards. For flavor and additional health benefits, you can also add in small amounts of fresh green herbs and spices like fennel, mint, tulsi, ginger, thyme, turmeric, fresh moringa, and gotu-kola leaves, as well as many wild green varieties. It's important to keep things varied and interesting to give you something to look forward to drinking. The length of the juice fasting period is unique to each individual and their response to the fast. The basic idea is to fast as quickly as possible, but as long as necessary to achieve desired objectives. Again, it is important to listen to what your own body needs at all times. How to juice fast. Two of the most important factors to consider when juice fasting are how to start and how to end the fast. When both are done properly, you can severely reduce detox reactions as well as inspire healthy eating practices after the fasting period is complete. How to start a fast. Depending on your level of health and current diet, it is generally best to start a juice fast slowly rather than suddenly. We recommend consuming at least 1 or 2 days of raw or blended fruits, sprouts, and vegetables, excluding all salt, oil, fat, sugar, and any condiments from the diet before you begin the fasting process. This will make the transition easier when it comes time to drink nothing but juice for a number of days in a row. This is also known to help lessen any detox reactions that may occur. Abruptly beginning juices right after a day of junk food, probably the worst case scenario, will not be a pleasant experience and will most likely inhibit you from wanting to continue. How to break a juice fast. When it comes time to end a juice fast, it is very important that you do not overeat, but consume small amounts of high-quality fruits and vegetables over the course of a few days. As a guide, it is sometimes helpful to write down a menu plan for the next 3 days, listing what you will eat with exact amounts and when you will eat it. Immediately following a fast, the first taste of food initially makes you want to eat more. Providing a meal schedule will assist you in overcoming the urge to binge, which can have negative health repercussions and counteract the positive outcomes attained. Similar to when you started the fast, we also recommend slowly reintroducing new foods back into the diet, avoiding all fat, oil, salt, and sugar. The first day, it is often best to blend your foods as smoothies or raw soups. This provides pre-digested fiber that won't overwhelm the digestive tract. Next, begin introducing whole foods in the form of whole raw fruit and vegetables, by themselves or in salads. Over the course of 2 to 3 days, depending on the length of fasting period, You can gradually add small amounts of heavier fats like avocados back into the diet. It is best to continue eating mostly mono meals at this point and eventually small portions of grains, beans, potatoes, and oils like coconut oil. If you are not vegetarian, meat and dairy should be the last food items introduced after a juice fast. The refeeding process reinforces good dietary habits and typically requires a period of no less than 1/2 the length of the fast. For more juice fasting tips, please see the link in the description box below this video. Precautions. Juice fasting is not recommended for growing children and pregnant or nursing mothers. We highly advise consulting your healthcare provider if taking prescription drugs, are diabetic, or have a serious health condition. Juice fasting should generally be avoided by those who are extremely weak, underweight, or have a history of bulimic and/or anorexic behavior. Juicing cruciferous leafy greens should be largely avoided by those with an underactive thyroid. Thanks for watching, and for more on juicing, visit our website at superfoodsforsuperhealth.com. For quality juicing supplies and tips, be sure and check the links in the description box below this video. Please support us with a thumbs up if you found this video useful. And be sure and check out these other related videos.